Good Monday morning, dear guys and girls. I'm Petra for all the new subscribers. I'm a life coach and I share my experience on narcissistic abuse. So welcome back to the channel, and I promise to do a part 2 on the question and answer video. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. I received a question on one of my last videos from Tiger Lily, and Cindy and Peterson also sort of had the same question. So I thought I'll just do those two in one. Thank you again, Tiger Lily and Cindy Ann. I'm just going to read through your question, and then I'll do my best to answer it. So they write, God help me. I keep going back and forth between never wanting to hear from him again and being sad he hasn't hoovered. What is wrong with me? I haven't contacted him in over a month because I know he's no good for me. I know he doesn't care for me, but some days I miss him so much. I feel as though I will soon go crazy. And Cindy Ann Peterson writes, so mixed feelings. One wanting to be left alone, the other wanting the hoovering, attention, etc. I do hope Petra will be kind enough to shed some light on the duality we experience as well. So again, thank you, ladies, for sharing your concerns and questions with all of us. What you are both experiencing right now, and what all of us, all victims or targets, I prefer to say, of narcissistic abuse experience after the discard or after the breakup, is that we go into cognitive dissonance. And what does that mean in short? Cognitive dissonance is when you have two conflicting beliefs. So in the case of you ladies, you have this belief that there is something wonderful and good about the narcissist. So the false goodness that they showed you, the false niceness that they showed you, the good times that you all had together. This is your belief. This is what has been ingrained in your brain, and this is what a narcissist is very good at doing. They are con artists. So they lead you, they seduce you into believing that you had this wonderful relationship with them, that they are such nice, warm, loving, kind and caring people. So this is your belief. But the reality of the situation is that the narcissist is not who they say they are, or they are not who they show you who they are. So there is a conflicting belief going on there. You went through the abuse, the mistreatment, being called names, being physically beaten, being gaslighted, being projected on. This is the true side of the narcissist. This is who they are truly in essence. But what you saw was not the truth. So you have this conflict going on. It's like an inner war where you are having a hard time accepting the reality of the situation, the reality that you have been abused and mistreated. And on the other hand, you miss the good times that you had together, the times that they showed you, usually at the beginning of the relationship. So this is what you're going through. This is why you also say, on one hand, I know this person is not good for me, and on the other hand, I wish he would hoover me. So you are still holding on to the hope that at some point the narcissist will come back into your life, offer their apologies, make everything right with you, and you can just both sail off together into the sunset. You know, and this is what, of course, we all want, but this is not reality. So it is the conflicting belief that you are going through. And the sooner you come to terms with the reality of the situation, when you start to accept that, and how do you accept it? What helped me and what has helped many of my clients is writing down the truth of the situation. So you have, or the fact and the truth. So you have the fact, this person abused me. And the truth of that situation is this person is incapable of apologizing, of correcting their behavior, and of having a healthy relationship with me. So if you could write that down, write down all the hurts you went through, you know, and sometimes, I don't do it as often now, but in the beginning of the breakup with the narcissistic ex-friend, I used to write down everything that went on. So when I felt that I wanted to get back in touch with her, that I wanted to ring her, that I maybe hoped that we would reconnect, I would write down all the abuse that I went through, and, you know, and stated the fact. The fact is, this is the abuse I went through, and the truth of that fact is that they are incapable of correcting their behavior. So I hope that will help you. It takes, you know, healing from narcissistic abuse is a process that you go through. It's a loving and compassionate process. You have to have that love and compassion for yourself to come to terms with the real situation and just write it out. That helps. Taking walks in nature, redirecting your focus. So when you find yourself thinking about them too much, distract yourself. If that means going to the gym, if that means taking a long walk, if that means meditation, if it means hanging out with friends or family, anything to distract you from that. And you will find at some point that feeling, that longing to be hoovered, the holding on to the hope, that will get less and less and less, and you will get to the point where you will be indifferent towards them. So I hope that answered your question, Tiger Lily and Cindy Ann. To do the second question in this video is from Teresa Megit or Megit. I'm sorry, I still don't know how if I pronounce your name correctly. So please correct me if I haven't. And Teresa writes, "I'm upset at you." This is what her narcissist said to her, the narcissist in her life. "I'm upset at you. Do you realize you called me a narcissist, making me question if I was right thinking he is a covert narcissist? Do they do this? Pretend that you have them all wrong? Trying to blame me and call me the abuser and himself the victim?" Well, Teresa, this is a given for a narcissist. This is just what they do after the discard. And you will find in some cases that during or towards the end of the relationship, they will accuse you of being the narcissist. This is what happened to me in my relationship with the ex-friend. She accused me of being this terrible narcissist, and that she did not value our friendship anymore because she said I had different values and I had different ideas of what a real friendship looked like. So yes, I was accused of being the narcissist, and you know, when you put that back onto them and say, well, maybe you are the one with the bad behavior, maybe you are the one who is a narcissist, they will not like this. So where you say, do they pretend to have them all wrong? Yes, they do pretend that. You know, it's like I said in my last video, a narcissist cannot handle when they are shown their truth. So when you call them out, when you disagree with things they say, this is when they will go about shifting that blame again. They cannot handle the truth about themselves. So in order to cope with that feeling, with the criticism, they will turn it back onto you and make you feel that you are the one going crazy. They will gaslight you. So they make you mistrust your own perception. That is what gaslighting is all about. So yes, they will blame you. They will say you are the one who is abusing them, and they, of course, will play the victim, which is something that is what a covert, especially a covert narcissist, does. They play the victim in order to gain sympathy from those around them, in order to gain sympathy from you. You start questioning your own truth. You think, maybe I've done something wrong. Maybe I need to fix the relationship. So you take on the blame, you take on the guilt, you take on the shame. And this is simply not true. You need to believe your own truth, and especially that truth that comes from the inside, your intuition, your gut feeling. That is what you need to rely on. That is what you need to go with. So grab it and run. So don't believe the stuff they tell you. It is another pity ploy. It is another technique that they use when they realize that you are serious about leaving, when they realize that you are onto their game. This is what they will throw at you. After all that I have done for you, I'm sure you've heard that as well, Teresa. After all that I have done, how dare you mistrust me? How dare you call me the abuser? But just know that is their truth. Trust your own truth. So thank you again, ladies, for sending in your questions. I hope that that answers it for you. And I will do more question and answer videos in the future. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Hold on to yourself and love yourself through the healing. That is all you can do to get through this. And I promise you, you will get through it. Bye for now. Speak to you all next time.